get a full 100 marks. A very pleasant good day, my beloved brothers and sisters in Christ and outside the body of Christ. Well, once again, this is your Christian brother Eric Braxton speaking to you all from his beloved country, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, in the month of October 2022. I was listening to a video about America famous celebrity and billionaire and Grammy Award winner who have 24 Grammy Awards under his belt in the music industry. He was talking to the journalist who out with his cell phone recording him, and he answering him question, and he answering, giving them the answers. Kanye West, right now he is in a lot of trouble because they said he makes some hate speech or anti-Semitic speak against the Jewish community, and the Jews from all over the world are condemning him for the anti-Semitic statement or hate speech that he make against the Jews. And therefore a lot of companies that he have been associated with over the years, they are cutting ties with him. Because they are condemning these companies who are cutting ties with him, or people who his friends are cutting ties with him, no longer want to associate with him, or they want a public apology for him to apologize to the Jewish people for the hate speech that he have made against them. And if he doesn't give apologies, they don't want to associate with him or have no dealings with him. But if he come out and offer a public apology to the Jews, then they will be able to associate with him in the future. But for now, they are cutting ties with him. There are a lot of people who are supporting him, and there are a lot of people who are opposing him. Right? Okay. Kanye West, my dear Afro-American black brother, he put out a very important video. Jerseys that he have printed, and they are selling in the market through his company, White Lives Matter. And I want to give my dear American brother Kanye West a full 100 marks on that. So kudos and hats off to him. He's right on that. He's correct on that. And also, Black Lives Matter, ladies and gentlemen. So Kanye West is right on that. White Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. And I want mankind to know that White Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter, because it is God, the Holy One of Israel, the Creator God. He make the white race, and he create the black race. It's one human family and it's one human race. But when you come into color, different shades of color, white, green, yellow, and black, because they talk about the rainbow, there are 7 colors in the rainbow. Although maybe I'm colorblind, I don't actually see. I was seeing the rainbow yesterday, and I see in 4 colors, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not seeing the other 3. Maybe I'm colorblind. Next time when I see the rainbow, I will try to pay more attention, and if I could see the other 3 colors that are missing, that they say the rainbow have 7 colors on my part. So I have a lot of work to do on that. Okay. So who bring about colors? God bring about the different colors. The white rose, the black rose, the red flowers, the green flowers, the yellow. God create all that. God's a God of colors. He bring all these colors in for creation. Yes. And it's at the works of things. Yes. And God make the white man, and God make the black man, and God make the brown man. And whether there's red people, God create the red people. Whether they be yellow or green or pink or yellow, God create them. They are all the handiworks of God, and bring into existence. Can I stray a little of a mankind? Not really stray a little of a mankind. To be in proper context, the angels was created before mankind, so let me deal with them too. I want to put it to you all, ladies and gentlemen, across the board, to all and sundry, throughout the international community and throughout the international landscape, that if there are different shades and colors with the angels, I don't have a problem with that. So in other words, I want to put it on public record in this video to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, If God create black angels, I don't have a problem with that. And if God create white angels in heaven, I don't have a problem with that. And if God create green angels or yellow angels, I don't have a problem with that neither. It's a matter of fact, any color the angels is, I accept that. I don't have a problem with that. Yes, I, Eric Braxton, this little Christian boy and big Christian boy, and at the same time, I, Eric Braxton, do have a problem with any color that the angels have. So, in other words, I want to be frank with you all. If God create all the angels white, I don't have a problem with that. If He create all the angels black, I don't have a problem with that. If He create some of them white, some of them black, some of them green, some of them yellow, and some of them pink, I accept all the colors that God created the angels, and I don't have a problem with none of the colors the angels are. At the end of the day, neither at the end of the night. I accept all the colors if God create how much colors God create the angels, but I create some of them white, black, pink, or yellow, green, I accept all the colors that God created the angels. I accept it at full 100%. God the Father and the Holy God the Father and Jesus Christ, the Holy One of Israel, the mighty God of Jacob, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I accept all the colors that He created the angels, and I don't have a problem with that. At the end of the day, either at the end of the night. I hope I make myself crystal clear on that, ladies and gentlemen across the board. So matching the angels, I don't have a problem with that. I go have a problem with that with mankind, with my flesh and blood human beings as myself. I don't have a problem. I accept everybody how it is. The Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the Syrians, the white man. We are all human beings. The one human family, God made of all nations, of one blood to dwell upon the earth. I don't deal with mankind because of the color. Yeah. Yeah, if I go to England tomorrow, I know the majority of the people is white there, is white people, but me at time that to study is human beings like myself. Because I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if I go to England tomorrow and there's a river full of crocodile, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and I am amongst white people and black people and Indian people and Syrian people and Japanese people, and we in the same boat, and their water infested with crocodiles, all of we have to look out for them. Using that as an example. Because anything happened to that boat, and it overturned, and we fall in that water, all them crocodiles will make all of us, will make all the white people, all the Syrian people, all the African people, and all the First Nation people there. They will make all of us what? Please help me now. They will make all of us there. The crocodile will make all of us their dinner, supper, and lunch. They will eat up all of us. And thank you. And I don't want to fall in that situation. I don't want to fall in that terrible situation. Or any of us on that boat, using us as an analogy, but the principle behind it. I just want all of you to end up in that situation. Right. Only all of you as human beings on the boat. Right. We had to know that we crossed that lake, that water safe, and get across on the other side. And watch these crocodiles and have them at a bay. And if they're coming up too close, we'll shoot the tail. To warn them that we have dominion over them. Yes. But they can eat us up and kill us because they are man-eaters. So we have to be careful about them. And that's what the crocodile will do, eat us up all. And we don't want that. Yeah, you think if all of we fall over the boat and we end up in the infested crocodile water, all the crocodile only eating the white people and sparing the black people. All right, and the Syrian people, the alligator leaving them. The crocodile after all of us, ladies and gentlemen, to make all of us the lunch, dinner, and supper. That is a lesson to teach all of us, that all of us human beings have to be one and work together and love one another, because it's one human family. God have made all nations of one blood to dwell upon this earth, according to the book of Acts. That is to teach us a lesson, as I use that analogy with the crocodile. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for understanding that. As I reach out to you all with my Christian right and a fellowship, teaching you all these things from time to time. Yes, so white lives matter, brothers and sisters, and black lives matter. As I said, Kanye West, you are right on par. Hats off to you, brother. Kudos on your part. I give you a full 100 marks. concerning that. White lives matter and black lives matter. All lives matter. All lives matter. And whether it have green people on the earth, their lives matter. And whether it have yellow people on the earth, human beings, their lives matters also. Yes. And there's no superhuman being, there's no super race on the earth. Yeah. There's no black supremacy on the earth and there's no white supremacy on the earth. I want you all to know that. And there's no there's no brown supremacy on the earth. I want you all to know that. In other words, let me make it more clear. You see, if all the Aborigines people all over the world, the First Nation people, the American Indians in North America and Canada, and all the American Indians in Brazil and South American countries and the Caribbean, if all of them come up together and say they are the superior race upon the earth, they will be fooling themselves because there is no super race. And if all the Africans and all the nations of the earth come and say, we are, we are we are the superior race upon the earth, black supremacy, they'll be fooling themselves also. And if all the white people in the world come together and say white power, and all the Ku Klux Klan and all the white people in the world come and say we are white power, we are the superior race on the earth because we are white people, they and all will be fooling themselves. So any man claim that, you only fooling himself at there's only one supremacy, only belongs to one person, and that's the one who created the angels and mankind and the universe, God himself. Once again, supremacy only applies to one person, and that applies to the Holy One of Israel, the mighty God of Jacob, the God the Father, Jesus Christ. Because he created mankind, and mankind is not supremacy does not apply to mankind. That applies to the Holy One of Israel. He's supreme over all things that he created. God is supreme over the universe. God is supreme over the angels. God is supreme over mankind and the animals. Everything God created, he's supreme. That only applies to the Holy One of Israel, God the Father and Jesus Christ, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So any man come in, any race of people on the earth, well, there's one human family. Right? So if the blacks claim that, or the American Indians claim that, or the white people claim that, at the end of the day, all of them fooling themselves. It's only God is supreme over all things that he created. I'm teaching you all that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm teaching you all that, ladies and gentlemen, across the board. White lives matter and black lives matter. God loved the white man, God loved the black man, God loved the Chinese, God loved mankind, God loved the human family, because there's one nation, there's one human family, and God created all nations. Referring to mankind, the human family, God created all nations of one blood to dwell upon the earth, because we all come from our first two parents that God created, Adam and Eve. According to the scriptures, the teaching of the historical record from Genesis to Revelation, my dear brothers and sisters. So you see what Adolf Hitler and them was bringing out, trying to bring about what the Aryan race and super race and white power. They was only fooling themselves. They was on delusion. You see, they was only fooling themselves. And you see how Adolf Hitler and the Nazi party and the Germans was defeated and they failed miserably. That will happen to all man if they try what Adolf Hitler and Mussolini and the German party, Nazi party, try to bring about. They will end up in the same state like Adolf Hitler in the Second World War. If any man try to bring that anew, they will end up in the same khaki pants like Adolf Hitler and Mussolini and the German party, Nazism. They will end up in the same khaki pants, the same way too. They're doomed to fail. Yes, they're doomed to fail, ladies and gentlemen, concerning that. So yes, white lives matter and black whites matter, ladies and gentlemen. The white man is my brother, the black man is my brother. Today I jump in a plane to go to America or go to Jamaica or England, and there's a white pilot. I don't have a problem with that. If there's a Syrian pilot driving the plane, I don't have a problem with that. If it's American Indians flying the plane, I have for that. If it's a Aborigines from Australia, and he woke himself up and get the pilot, and he woke flying the plane, I don't have a problem with that. If it's a Chinese driving the plane, I don't have a problem with that. You see, if it's a black man flying the plane from whatever African country is or any part of the world, I don't have a problem with that. My concern is when I'm in that plane and no, I'm not on land. What is my problem is on that plane. I'll tell you all what is my problem. What is my concern is on that plane. When I on that plane, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm not on the land where I walk in. I know I'm in the air, and there's no earth up there for me to walk. So I'm praying while the plane is flying to reach my destination safe. That is what I think about. I'm not studying who driving the plane, whether he be white, whether he be pink, whether he be green or yellow. That is not my concern. I know it's a human being driving the plane, and whatsoever color he is, I accept that. Whether he be white, black, or yellow, green. My concern is that plane land safely with everybody, so I could come back on the land, start walking. So when the plane landing, when that plane land in the airport, I could come out the plane safe and sound, and I could go in the restaurant and order my food with my nice cold cokes and drink, with my nice chair in the corner, with the food on the table, with the TV on top watching, and I relaxing myself from that trip when I was up there. Thank God I'm down here now. That is my concern, ladies and gentlemen, and it will always be my concern. So learn that very well, mankind. Learn that very well. The only thing I had time to study colors. He is white and he is pink and he is straight and he is curly. I don't have time with that. He's a human being, I'm a human being, and I live that day. Also tie up on the fine. Oh, my color nicer than he, and my color more thicker than he, and my color more refined than he. And I thank God I have straight hair and don't have no curly hair. All with that foolishness and negativity, all are getting me in that at all. All are not getting this Christian boy in that at all, in that pettiness. And I want you all to come out of that pettiness and deal with the seriousness in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Because when I was in that plane, I wasn't acting at that negativity all I was engaging in. I wasn't looking at the rest of the people in the plane and looking at their color and comparing their color with my skin and comparing my hair with their hair to say I'm more brighter than he's white. He think he more wiser than me, or I'm more wiser than the white people in the plane. Watching at the Japanese man. Oh, he from Japan, man. I from Trinidad. I grew up in the West Indies. So I will live a little longer. I will live a longer life than he. All I think I was doing that, watching all the people in the plane and thinking these things, these negative things against one another. No, my main priority was getting back on the land safe so I could go in the restaurant and order my nice food with my nice cold soft drinks and relax and drink. Know that I'm safe here and no more up there. Yes, no more up there in the sky, but thank God I reach safe. And whether it be a white pilot or a green pilot or a yellow pilot man driving the plane, I accept whatsoever color he is because it's one human family. All you know understand it? All you not understand it? Using all these examples to drive home the principle that God have created one human family upon this earth. Because God have made one nation. Create one nation. God made all nations of one blood to dwell upon the earth. So whether you be white, white life matter. Whether you be black life matter. Whether you be pink life matter. Whether you be green life matter. We are all human beings at the end of the day, and we all come from Adam and Eve. And the one human family, God created everybody on the earth and give us shades of colors, white, green, pink, or whatsoever color we are. We accept that because God created us in that way. It's one human family, and no human being is superior to no one another. All get that in all your mind, get that in all your head, get that in all your heart, mind, and soul. I'm just using these examples to drive home that point, to teach you all the principles in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. All the thing when I was in the plane, I was engaging in these negative activity, not at all. I thank God that I'm back on earth safe and so on. Now I'm eating my nice food in the restaurant and I'm relaxing myself. And later I will take a dip in the swimming pool. And then later on, yeah, and thank God that I'm no more in the air, I on the land. That's what I was thinking on the plane. And I was praying to God that I reach on here safe. Not only I, but everybody in the plane. But the next people in the plane, they was not doing what I think. They was not having that positive mind like me. They was engaging in activity, in wrong activity because they have racism in their head. The white fella, he believe he's superior to the black man in the plane, and the black man in the plane who support black supremacy think he was he was thinking he's superior to the white man in the plane. Thank God they didn't flight in the plane, eh? And thank no fight didn't take in the plane, and no trouble in the plane didn't take, and no fight didn't take in the plane between these two men, the black who support black supremacy and the white that support black supremacy. That is an example. Thank God they wasn't sitting close to one another. Thank God the white man who support white supremacy, he was quite in front. And the black fellow who support black supremacy was quite in the back. Thank God no fight didn't break out. Oh yes, because the pilot had to fly to the closest airport and land the plane to call the sheriff or the police in that state to arrest both of them. Thank God all are reached safe on the plane, back on the earth. That is what I concern about. Yeah. That's what I concern about that, ladies and gentlemen. I use that example, teach all of the lesson. Teach all of the lesson. That we have to love one another. And none of you is superior to one another down here on this earth. The white man is superior to the black, the black superior to the white. So all lives matter. The whole human family life matter. The whole family human lives matter. The Japanese life matter. The Chinese life matter. These human beings as us, and the Aborigines, and all the Indians, and all those in the Polynesian islands. Black lives matter, yellow. Mankind lives matter. The human family life matter. Because it's God who gives us that life. It's one human family. Do you all understand what I'm teaching you all? I hope that you all understand. Yes. So Connie West is he's right. White lives matter and black lives matter. Yes, because that life we get it from God who give us life. It is God who give us life. So that life that God give us matters, is important, of course, because He's the source of all life. It is He who give the angels life. The same way too, all lives come from God, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You know the name, but in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, amen and amen. Shalom, peace. See you all in the next video soon. Bye bye, my friends.